Hi there, it's Kevin with Rogue Deck Builder. I'll come with match number 4 with the Soul Sisters. This is a keepable hand. We have double Flagstones. We have a first turn Martyr into a... We'll go Serra's Ascendant first, and then drop a Martyr, and then... we do need to draw into one more white card, unfortunately, if we go Serra's Ascendant to get to that pivotal 30 life. So far, Jund, been a very, very back and forth. I think all of those games were quite winnable and losable. We saw our trump cards win. We saw our opponent's trump cards win. I think that putting Squadron Hawk in the list is going to make this a ton better. I think it is our key piece, being able to fill back up our hand against these attrition-based decks. We'll go ahead and throw out a Serra's Ascendant and pass a turn. See if we can go Jund 4 games in a row. We can. I guess that's all that is played nowadays is Jund. So Martyr, he's going to have a very hard time with this, though. Flagstones, keep this Flagstones. And we'll get a Plains. Now he needs like a Terminate. Well, we have the backup Serra's Ascendant. He does not. Hey, we'll Flagstones again. I'm cool with that. So we'll honor the Pure here. This puts him on a 2-turn clock. I actually don't think I throw the other Serra's Ascendant out. I don't think there's a point. I think we just keep up Path to Exile mana. I'd rather not get Maelstrom Pulse. If he's got the Terminate, he's got that. He would have used it last turn or kept the mana up. It's just Pulse that I'm worried about. Well, Liliana was another one. I still think it's better than running into a Pulse, because this is going to be a card that's rough for him to deal with. Just the Spectrals. Because now he's got to deal with a bunch of 2/2s. He's down to 6 life. I'm at 45. Thoughtseize annoying. It can get a Serra's Ascendant. He can actually make me... He can make me discard another card. Through Liliana. And we'll be left with this Auriok Champion if he doesn't take the Auriok Champion. I think he takes a Serra's Ascendant. He leaves behind the Path to Exile. He bolts off a Spirit to put him down to a 2. He has to get rid of a Tarmogoyf. That's definitely not what Jund wants to be doing. And he's going to actually show me before I attack into him. Now it gives me options. So we'll attack Liliana with one and attack him with the other one. Get rid of the Liliana because I do want to save my Auriok Champion that's in my hand. You know what? Auriok Champion's probably the safer bet for the Maelstrom Pulse. And there we go. So we've seen this a million times already. I'm going to try Mark of Asylum. I haven't tried it to this point, so just take out Martyr, and 2 paths. Paths still seem pretty bad. Every time I've had him in my hand, I haven't liked him. And we'll submit this. So if you haven't seen the other deck, I guess we're here. I was going to show you the decks I've been working on to kill some time in between waiting for our opponent to sideboard. This is a wonderful hand. This is one of those ideal hands for Soul Sisters. You want a first turn Soul. So you got to see our first turn. Athasi's actually doesn't affect it because we have doubles. He should take the Soul Attendant. But even that's not the greatest line of play because he needs to take Auriok Champions. They're a mess to deal with. But the Soul Attendant is stopping the explosive draw. So we do need to find more lands. Another white source, of course. Ideally, a Flagstones would be fine because it can get rid of our... I actually want our Ghost Quarters, though, for long term. The Ravine is one of their win conditions, which is why I think I need to bring in Suppression Field. Suppression Field just slows down Jund so much. Did not draw into another land, but we do get a Pridemate. And he doesn't bolt it. So let's see if a Liliana comes out here. Or he just bolts now. So he just drew into that bolt? And maybe a Tarmogoyf comes down or another Thoughtseize Inquisition. Scavenging Ooze, that's a rough card for us to deal with. We'll put out a Soul Attendant. Again, we didn't hit the land we wanted to hit. But we need the Soul Attendant first for the Ajani's Pridemate. And there's a Lavamancer, which is actually pretty rough for us to deal with, except for the fact that we're going to get the Ajani Pridemate on a 3. So the Lavamancer won't be able to deal with it. And the later this game goes on, the better for us. Pathos I could actually handle the Lavamancer at this point, which I might end up doing. Just pathing off his Lavamancer and then just getting in there for 1. I'm okay with this play. So he'll eat the Giant's Pridemate and the Soulmender. So much, Scavenging Ooze, I guess, is going to be a lot more popular now with the Sword of the Meek combo, which is probably why Jund is everywhere. This is 4 games in a row that we faced basically Jund. So I think the metagame, you should tailor your decks definitely around Jund. It's good versus Scapeshift, I can see it's good versus Scapeshift, it's good versus Grixis. It can actually go toe-to-toe with it. I actually think it's bad versus Ancestral Grixis. They might actually bring in something for that, though. Well, can't hit our third land source to save our life here. But it's just more, it is more fuel. For the late game. And he does have the Bolt, though, which is, or the Terminate, which is really, really annoying. Now we absolutely do want to hit a... Yeah, I can't even Ghost Quarter off my own thing. That's going to be a game. So, keep a 2-lander and then within... What turn was this? 6 draws do not hit our next land. Windbrisk Heights coming up. Holy! Empty Joe hates me, I swear. Look at that. Crazy string of non-lands. Or, yeah, of non-lands. We'll keep it as is. Nothing to change here. Most of these losses are really, really bad luck. I want to emphasize that. I will go up against Jund all day long with Soul Sisters, especially after we tweak the sideboard. We'll keep it again. It's one of these hands where we need the double white, and if we don't hit the double white, we could be in trouble. I'd rather have a Soul Attendant die to a Bolt than a Soul Warden. They both pair very well with the Ajani Pridemate. Here we will honor the Pure. And he'll probably bolt it off. He does not have the Bolt, so that was a nice little life exchange. No green source, which is great. You can terminate off the Tenant. I don't know why he used an instant at sorcery speed. Alright, now I'm getting extremely frustrated. I did want the Ghost Quarters, though. And I could kill in a Plains and a Ghost Quarters to double down. Inquisition will take care of my Auriok Champion. He'll probably get Return to the Ranks at this point. I hope he doesn't. I hope he takes Auriok Champion. Because Return is just better. Alright, so he takes the Return. See if he has the Bolt. Or just even an Ooze now. And see if we can miss on a white source. Goyf, Ooze. And our Gen players have had a pretty spread out hand, like removal, disruption, and perfect amount of creatures each turn. Which is also pretty frustrating. So, well, Pridemate's awesome. Lit a Pridemate. He's blowing a Terminate. He's blowing a Lightning Bolt. See if he wants to make this trade. I'm thinking he doesn't, but he might surprise me. Yeah, alright, so let's see what he hits with the Confidant. Hits a Thoughtseize. It's fine. This can now take care of the Auriok Champion. It takes a Ranger. I'm actually okay with that. And we miss yet again. But the Ajani's Pridemate is out of range. He has to lose both a Tarmogoyf and a Dark Confidant. And is it worth it at this point? I think it is. If he double blocks. Well, there's a third Thoughtseize. And we hit a Spectral Procession, which I think I'm going to just destroy my own planes. This means any Serra's Ascendant that I draw is going to be a 6/6. We have another Rally of the Ancestors we can hit. Maelstrom Pulse is annoying, but it... Or Anger. Yeah, Anger works. And here's how we lose. There's a Scavenging Ooze with tons of food in the bin. Another Spectral Procession without a land. So the Ooze is going to get him back life. He only has one activation per turn. He has not drawn a land in forever. Can still draw Serra's Ascendant to get me above this. Wish I would have waited a turn then with the... Alright, we're okay though. We have another Spectral Procession. And he'll Abrupt Decay off my Honor the Pure, so hopefully it's not an Eye of the Soul's Betrayal that comes down. Just another Ooze. He's not gaining life this turn, though. And that might end up... That not attacking in might cost him. So I guess Mark of Asylums are good if they go Anger. Wouldn't have mattered. He had the Abrupt Decay for the Mark of Asylum. A lot of things he has to Now I need to terminate and then... Alright, I'll take a breath. Getting very frustrated there at the end there with some of those draws. But we end up actually completing the job. You can now see how 50-50 of a matchup this is, this Jund versus Soul Sisters. Which, if we prepare the deck in the sideboard, like possibly, yeah, I still think Suppression Fields, even Rest in Peace isn't terrible versus Jund. It completely shuts down Tarmogoyf. It completely shuts down Kolaghan's Command. I think that we can tune it. Rest in Peace and the other specific cards, if Infect might just be gone now because of Jund. So maybe I don't need to worry about putting in Celestial Flares and cards like that. Oh well, we'll go on to one more match and see how we complete the league. This is Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.